Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to World of Tanks with Scout. Been a while since I've done a World of Tanks video, and it's also been a while since I've done a video featuring an American tank. So today what I thought I'd do for you is show you some videos featuring this tank right here, the T-29, which is probably still my favorite tier 7 tank. It's probably my favorite American tank overall so far. I haven't got the M103 yet. I'm still working on it. T-32, I like it. I don't like it as much as the T-29 though. And if you're wondering, I've decided to name this tank Warhawk, and that's why I called this video T-29 Warhawk. Why did I pick Warhawk? I don't know. It sounds cool. Matches the bird. I'm also a classic Battletech guy, and if any of you know anything about classic Battletech, I'm not a big clan player. I think the clans kind of ruined classic Battletech. They heralded the beginning of the end, and the storyline all goes to crap. But at the very beginning, it wasn't too bad, and they had a mech called the Warhawk, which was one of my favorite mechs, and so that's why I decided to slap that on the side of this thing, and that's how it got its name. All in all, T-29. I'm not going to do a whole garage review on it. Most of you are pretty familiar with it. If not, you can check out Jingle's channel or Quickie Baby. They do great garage reviews, but all you need to know, outstanding frontal turret armor. The hull armor is not that great. It's not as bad as people say, but it is kind of weak when you're being shot at by other tier 7 heavies. Decent mobility, 35 km/h speed limit. Not great, but decent. Decent view range. Kind of sluggish turret and hull, so you can't really afford to let medium tanks get around you, but if you can put this tank in a good position, that gun just won't fail you. 198 millimeters of penetration, average, 320 damage. Not the most accurate gun in the world at .42. It has decent aiming time at 2.3. That's almost medium tank aiming time. Almost. So it's just all around a pretty strong tank, with the exception of its front hull armor, I should say. Got excellent gun depression that you can use to your advantage as well. So, without further ado, let's check out some T-29 videos. So did I mention that I hate special event weekends? I do. And you're about to see why. So, we're here on highway. Tiered very well. Only about 4 tier 7s per team. Granted, one of ours is artillery, but that can go both ways. And just watch what happens. So being one of the tier 7 heavies on our team, in fact being the only tier 7 heavy on our team, because the other guys are tank destroyers already, I make a beeline out for the town, which is what you should probably do if you're a top tier heavy. Got a Chaffee out here doing some reconnaissance. And a KV-1S, I believe, behind me. Ooh, that's a little... What happened there? Alright, so yeah, KV-1S behind me. And it looks like a E-25 might be coming as well. And look at the rest of the team. They moved a grand total of 5 feet and are camping that ridge line right beside our flag. Fantastic. Apparently the E-25 noticed that too. He decided he wanted none of it. He stopped back there at Echo 0. So, I guess it's going to be me and this KV-1S in the town. 6 cents just went off, so somebody's up there. E-25, he bounces his shot, misses his second shot. Third one hits the tracks. I'm trying to hug this wall and get up there to get good shots, but I got caught up on that little protrusion right there. First shot goes in, and he finally gives up. Tries to displace. He's got the KV-1S moving in on his other side. And I'm not really stoked about being one of the 2 tanks down here in the town. But the KV-1S is moving up to engage, so I'm not going to leave him. Hello, Mr. E-25. Have a nice day. As you probably saw in chat, I'm a little less than pleased with my team right now. SU-100Y, and there's a KV-1 coming up too. Now, I was going to shoot the SU-100Y first, but I realized that the E-25 gives me some cover and basically means that the SU-100Y can only see my turret. So I'm not real worried about him. Get the kill on the KV-1 there. Plus he's got the KV-1S right beside him to contend with. I'm more worried right now about Artie, which you saw put a big hit on us. KV-1S, really glad he moved up with me. He puts a good shot in the SU-100Y, and you see the SU-100Y realized what was about to happen, was trying to turn, but it was too late. And he's in a bad spot. I mean, we got 2 tanks, one on either side of you like that. I mean, credit to him, he did what he could. Especially when you don't have a turret. So, shockingly, the KV-1S and I have won the town. We start our push south and come across this T-29. I have no idea what he's doing down here. Way to hang your buddies out. Don't worry though, it seems to be going around. Took a shot there at his engine compartment. That's why I went back. I wanted to try to set him on fire. Take that shot at the front hull. Artie took out the KV-1S. They're going to live to regret that. And his shot hits the track, does no damage. But I think I'm going to reload first. And I do. So there's my 4th kill. You see the KV-1S there in chat. We did our job. You better not lose. I deliberately held my fire trying to ninja that kill because I figured it was the least I could do for those jerk faces camping out on me. And I don't know where that round went. It didn't look like it even bounced. Kind of frustrated with that. But, oh well. It's time to go kill some artillery because I'm getting really annoyed with them. Yeah, believe me, I seriously considered throwing this game just to screw all those idiots that camped right at our flag. The only reason I didn't is because I would feel bad throwing the game after that KV-1S at least came into town with me. Like, I didn't want to shaft him. Everybody else though, I'm halfway tempted to drive back to the flag and shoot them all myself. In fact, I may do that if I live long enough. Fortunately, the other team's not playing all that well either. They've only got 3 actual tanks left, and then the rest is artillery. Hunting some scumbags. Yep, there's scumbag number 1. Goodbye. Look at the Hellcat. Scout, thank you for carrying this shitty team. There's another scumbag down. We're on 5 kills now. Where's the third scumbag? He's probably running for his life, trying to find the nearest deep body of water in which to throw himself. Thinking he probably ran north. Well, there's an SU-100 anyway. Can I get a shot? Oh, he moved up. Oh, that is the luckiest SU-100 in the world. I can't believe that shot bounced. Oh. Goodbye. Idiot. Why would you try to ram a T-29 and an SU-100? Like, seriously? What an idiot. I'm spotted, so that means that SU-8, yep, is right there. Goodbye, scumbag. There's our 7th kill. Now you see why I'm really frustrated about that VK that got the ghost round on earlier. It got a little choppy again. There's an AT-2, so we got one more chance to try to pick up a Radley Walters medal here.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I cannot believe that shot bounced. And Artie ninjas our Radley Walters. Kinda wish they had gotten killed. But oh well, kind of frustrating, but not a bad game for me personally. Let's take a look at the results screen right quick. So there's the results. Top gun on highway, got a sniper medal as well. 36,672 credits. 2,734 experience points. That is a double. First victory of the day. If we look at the team score, I managed 3,357 points of damage, 7 kills, and 1,367 base experience. And there's the Hellcat that was thanking us for carrying the game. He had a good game as well. 2,106 points of damage with 2 kills. And there's the KV-1S that came with us, 838 points of damage. It's unfortunate he didn't have a better game. I was rooting for him. And then the rest of the team, you know, I'm not even going to talk about it. We're going to let it go. If we pull up the detailed report, you'll see we fired 16 shots, got 14 hits, 13 penetrations. Really frustrating that we couldn't get one more penetration for a Radley Walters medal, but what are you going to do? And that gave us our 3,357 points of damage. Took 7 hits, 2 penetrated, 2 splash damage, and bounced 5 of them. Total potential damage received 1,690. Spotted 6 enemy tanks, Go-Go Scout T-29. Damaged 8 and destroyed 7. And out of our 36,672 credits, managed to bring home 18,000. So all in all, not a bad game in the T-29. Let's take a look at another game with, well, not quite such a huge team of power donkeys. So here we are on the Arctic region map. I'm in a platoon with Schwant and Cav Scout, and the matchmaker was pretty good to us. Now, it looks really bad initially because we have a platoon of tier 7 heavies, and the opposing team only has a tier 7 medium and 2 tier 7 tank destroyers. But it's not all that bad because Schwant's IS is literally brand new. Like, he just bought the thing, so it hasn't got upgrade 1. It's got the stock gun, stock everything, so it is not going to dominate this game the way you would expect an IS to in this situation. In fact, we told him, hey, just come with us, stick with us, maybe we can get a game like this where you not being in a fully upgraded IS won't hurt you quite so bad. It's a hell of a lot better than trying to solo queue and grind your way up by yourself in a stock IS. So that's what we're doing. We're heading south down here where the heavy tanks always go. What we want to do is try to get into these undulations in the fold of this hill off to my right and use our turret armor to hold off the masses. That T-150 didn't last very long. And kind of disturbingly, it's just the 3 of us, although we do have a KV-1S and another medium tank coming behind us. But that's why we're not charging all the way around this corner, because we realize we don't have quite as many people with us as we thought we would. You see there, I zeroed in on one side, Cav Scout was zeroed in on the other, and we were just waiting on him to see who would get the kill. And here's the first real contact, KV-1S, a ricochet. That's got to be the luckiest KV-1S in the world. But his luck just ran out. I guess that makes up for bouncing one that should have went in easy. Now we're going to move up and try to take shots on this Churchill 7. I want to try to put him into his turret if I can. There's a good hit. I see that AT-8 in the background. It's kind of annoying, but I want to finish this Churchill 7. Now we're going to try to work on the other Churchill 7. Looking for a cupola shot maybe? Nope, not up high enough. Go back to the Churchill. Armor penetration indicator turned green. We fired the shot, and not only did it go in, it set him on fire. Let's see if we can get another one. No, he turns right as I fire the shot. And I can't back up right now, which is what I want to do, because that jackass KV-1S is actually blocking me. And hey, there's a cupola. We'll take that. There's a third kill. And now let's see if we can put one into this Churchill 7. Go for his cupola, and that's good. Didn't quite kill him, unfortunately. And rats. I was hoping he would sit there side on to us like that. Get his turret. Well, gotta bounce that time. So much for the armor penetration indicator. Still trying to finish off this Churchill. Pull up a little bit. Oh. Well, we'll take free damage, the flank of a jumbo. Sure. Not really what I wanted, but it's probably not what that jumbo wanted either. Nah, that was a silly shot. I shouldn't have fired that. Even if it hadn't gone into the dirt, probably wasn't going to penetrate a jumbo at that angle. And here's the Panther M10. I'm not sure what he thinks he's going to accomplish other than get riddled with holes, but okay. Here's this KV-1S blocking me in again. Now I'm taking damage because of them. I'd kind of like to shoot him myself, but that probably wouldn't make things better. So we're actually doing alright down here on this corner. We've managed to kill a third of the enemy team already. Scores 9-2. We've got this pretty much in hand. Really, what the opposing team did wrong here is they stopped and tried to trade shots with us head on. If they had just bum rushed us, I don't know that we could have held them. Rate of fire just isn't fast enough. I don't think we could have killed all of them. But once they stopped and decided to play our game, even though they grossly outnumbered us, they were never going to win. Let's see if we can get this KV-1S out of the game. There we go. Put one right into his cupola. Cav Scouts. Excuse me. Cav Scouts going down there to deal with that Panther M10. And he bravely drowns himself before he can get killed. Very honorable. Look at this graveyard of tanks that we have created. 1, 2, 3, 4, what's that, like 6 tanks? Look at Artie. I'm pretty sure he was parked there trying to get cheeky shots in, and then as soon as someone got near him, he was going to back up into the water. I don't know, maybe that's not what he was planning, but if it was, ha. T-29 AT up here, trying to get a shot in his flank. Nope. Can't get him. And that's game. 14-3. Pretty dominant performance by the T-29, I would say. Let's take a look at the results screen. So no medals that game, but we did get the victory. 47,460 credits, 1,586 experience. That's base. That's non-doubled, non-premium, so that's not really a bad result. If we look at the team score, I managed 3,427 points of damage, 5 kills, 1 short of Top Gun, for 1,322 experience. And Cow Scout also had a fantastic game, 3,090 points of damage, 4 kills, 1,167 experience points. And there's Schwan. He didn't do too bad in a bone stock IS with absolutely nothing on it. Didn't do worse of all on our team by a long shot. And the opposing team, as you can see, just, I mean, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on your team post a goose egg. There's not a whole lot you can do, regardless of how well you play individually. But, you know, a lot of that was just because they kept throwing themselves at 2 hull down T-29s. I mean, that's what happens. If we take a look at the detailed report, I fired 16 shots. Got 14 hits. Of the 14 hits, 12 penetrated, giving us our 3,427 points of damage. Took 19 hits, only 7 of which penetrated. Not all those penetrated for damage you saw. Several of them damaged track and stuff like that. Got 3 splash damage from Artie and 12 bounces. Total potential damage received 4,335. That's a lot of damage. Spotted 2 enemy tanks, damaged 8, and destroyed 5. No assistance damage whatsoever. That's a little bit unusual. And of our 46,000 credits, managed to bring home 24,487. Game only lasted 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Pretty awesome game. You can't ask for a lot more than that. But let's take a look at one more. So what we have here is a defense game on Erlenberg. No platoon this time, just me by myself. And the matchmaker's been fairly decent to us. It's a tier 7 game. We're top tier, so can't complain about that. But the opposing team did get a KV3, whereas we got a Churchill 7. And I don't know that that's all that fair, but you know, you're not going to get perfect matchmaking. You can't really complain about that, but it is something that I notice when I'm playing. And if I can get through this traffic jam, I'm going to try to get over to the Derpenberg corner and defend the west, because it is never ever quiet on the western front on this map. And you see the T-29 moves out okay across the flat, even going up this slight incline. It's moving on out for a heavy tank. I want to hurry up though and get up over this ridge, just in case there's anybody being a wise ass and spotting off to my left. Every once in a while you'll take shots driving across that field like that. Doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. I think it's more prone to happening in slightly higher tier games, where you're more likely to see like a T-71 tearing around out there slinging lead. No particular reason. So we've made it up to the corner, and what I'm trying to do is stay hull down, even though I normally yell at people for doing what I'm doing right now, which is presenting your flank to the enemy. I'm trying to get eyes on and use this rolling kind of sloped terrain here to cover my flank. So hopefully, if it is exposed from where the enemy's vantage point, I should say, if it's exposed from the enemy's vantage point, then not a lot of it is exposed. Not a lot going on. We've already lost 2 tanks, so that's fantastic. And there's a T-43. See if we can get up this hill and get shots in. Alright. Well, what? You want to dance? There's a VK-3601. Put a good shot in him, and it tracked him as well. No artillery to worry about, so I can actually sit here, hold down, take my time, and finish him with my second shot. There's a T1 heavy. We're gonna try to ruin his day. That one penetrated, but it hit the tracks.
Enemy is hit.
And that made him very unhappy. It's a couple more bounces. Come back up. Wow, that one penetrated. I'm not sure who that was. It wasn't the T-1. Seemed to come from his general direction. There's probably another tank screwing around over there. And, oh, hello T-43.
Enemy armor is hit.
Lost the tracks again, but didn't take any damage. Took damage that time. Taking a lot of shots from smaller caliber guns. There's probably some tier 5s back there. There's an AT, yeah, there's the Panzer III-4. There's also an AT-2 up there behind where we killed that BK. And can't get any shots, but I'm spotted. Yep, spotted, so that means this guy's coming around. Put a good shot into his flank. Straighten it out in case he puts another one into me, and that pays off. Tracks eat the shot instead of me taking actual damage, and we get the killing blow on that T-43. Just me and this T-43 up here in this corner, so I don't want to get too overly brave. Not convinced yet that this is everything that's on this flank. Well, if he's still there, he ain't happy. Come back up and take a peek. I think that shot, blind shot, might have actually gone in. That one doesn't. I can't believe I bounced off an M6. It's kind of annoying. I was actually aiming for the side of his turret there, but it still goes in. Like I said in the garage, it's not the most accurate gun in the whole wide world, but it'll get the job done. Right flank's not doing so hot. Looks like they're having some trouble over in the east. I'm thinking about that, and I'm also thinking about the 2 tanks at least that are in the castle. I'm debating going over there and finishing them because that will free me up to go back east. I don't want to go back east without finishing them because I'm concerned that I'll take shots all in my flank and back. And as you can see, these guys have almost no chance of penetrating me at range shooting at my front, whereas if I give them my flank or the rear of my tank, that won't be the case. Flank shots on an AT-2, I'll take that. Kind of curious why. There he goes. I was gonna say, I think if I was that T-43, I'd have been up there bullying those tier 5s a long time ago. He finally starts moving on out. Score 7-11 now. We're really not doing well. T-43 finishes that Panzer III-4. And you know there might be something up there with the AT-2. I doubt it. There's actually. There's a Hellcat. So it wasn't a complete waste of time to come up with him, and here's that T-1 again. Looks like he's manhandling that Hellcat. Let's see if I can finish off this T-1 so he doesn't put any snaky shots into the back of our T-43 or something. Gonna have to come further south so that I can get him on the other side of this building. There we go. He wasn't even looking. So that's good for our 4th kill, and I don't know, I kind of want to get over there and finish that T-25, but it's about time to start heading back to the flag. Kind of concerned that T-25 AT is going to shoot me in the flank or, God forbid, the back of my tank. So that's why I'm kind of running at this funky angle. I'm trying to keep an eye out for him. still work my way back to the flag. Oh, no shots. Rocks in the way. Building. Trying to see if there's a spot where I can kind of wait for him and snap off a quick shot, a keyhole shot between some buildings and get him, but it doesn't look like that's going to pan out. And this IS, he's fighting, or the KV-1S I should say, he's fighting a T-29 by himself, and he's putting up a good fight, so I need to get moving. I can't leave him up there all day. Thought I might have a shot at the KV-3. If I could kill that KV-3, that would have been worth the quick halt, but unfortunately can't line it up. Same thing, looking for a shot into the back of that T-29. No dice though. Oh, and the KV-1S takes a big hit, and hey, there's that KV-3. Oh, 4 points short of killing him. Is he going to come back out? No, it looks like he's backing up, and I've got to get up here and help this KV-1S. He's doing a great job of holding off that T-29, but if that T-29 actually grows a pair and pushes him, he's not going to last. Oh, KV-3. Goodbye, KV-3. Unfortunately, he put a shot into my flank doing it. T-29 doesn't seem to want to push this KV-1S. He may not have the 105. T-25 doesn't appear to be looking, so let's go around. Sitting there waiting on me. Go figure. Fortunately, that T-25 wasn't paying any attention at all. And we put a shot into him and get the kill. That brings us up to 7 kills. Nothing left on the enemy team but an IS. And only 10 seconds to find him. So unless he throws himself at me, I'm unfortunately not going to get a Radley Walters this game either. Yep, and that's time. 14-12. Not a bad game. Let's check out the results screen. So there it is. Victory on Erlenberg. Got Top Gun, Steel Wall, and the Sniper Medal. 44,989 credits, 2,778 experience. That was a double first victory of the day. Taking a look at the team score. I again managed over 3,000 damage. This time 3,289. 7 kills again, missing the Radley Walters by 1 kill. 1,263 base experience. The other T-29 on the team also had a pretty good game. 2,413 points of damage. And the opposing team, the best player they had was probably their SU-152. The rest of those guys, I don't know. You really need better performance out of your top tier heavies than this. That's pretty sketchy. But then again, they were shooting at tier 5 tanks as well. They didn't have as many hit points over there on that flank. So that may explain why their damage scores are a little bit low. Taking a look at the detailed report, I fired 16 shots and got 16 hits. Can't do much better than that. Of the 16 hits, 15 penetrated, giving us our 3,289 points of damage. Took 19 hits, only 7 of which penetrated. Managed to bounce 12. Total potential damage received, 3,375. Not too shabby. Spotted 2 tanks, damaged 9, destroyed 7, and did get credit for 296 points of assistance damage, and managed to bring home 17,322 credits after repairs and rearm. So all in all, not a bad game. And with that game, folks, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. I really think the T-29 is a fantastic tank. And if you ask me to play one tank for the rest of my time playing World of Tanks, you know, I can't say for certain what it would be because I don't have all the tanks that I want to get yet. But if I had to pick tomorrow, I think I'd pick the T-29. It really is a great tank. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.